So guys, Ramadan 2023 is starting tomorrow, or some people starting today, depends on which country you're following and all that. I'm not here to judge. I just want to know what you've been doing and if you have any different routine for Ramadan 2023. And so every year I get questions on when is the best time to train in Ramadan, what time, like how long I should leave before breaking my fast, before training after breaking my fast, or should I train before I break my fast, and all this. But this year I want to ask you, what's your routine in Ramadan? Because this year I'm doing something completely new, which is going monk mode for the whole 30 days. And what I mean by this, I'm not going to cut people or ignore people or anything like that. No, there will be something totally different this year, which is I'm focusing more on the spiritual side of it, and working on the inner self. So we always talk about the physique and how to not lose the gains in Ramadan and all this. For me, this year it will be totally different. So as you may know, last year in Ramadan I injured my back, quite serious and severe injury. For if you're not following me, it was a disc bulge between L4 and L5, so it's a serious spinal injury, and there was a period of time when I couldn't even walk. We were discussing surgeries, all that. So if you want to follow that journey until recovery, you can check the playlist. It's called disc bulge injury, and it's from the start, from day one right to the recovery, and I'm still uploading to it. Yeah, so this year I'm going to be sensible. I'm going to still work out hard, but sensibly, and will focus more on my spiritual side of things. And you know, I want to know what you guys been doing, and if you're doing something different this year or something new. In terms of my recommendation for the workout, I still recommend the training in the hour and a half or 2 hours before breaking your fast. And obviously there's always argument, but you've been fasting for so long and all this, which I agree. But thing with Ramadan, it is what it is. If you're following it, if you're fasting, then you just have to fast. And I find this the most convenient, because you know, if you wait until you have your first meal, then train, which is obviously better for the muscles, for performance, for everything else, for staying hydrated. But it's already like 9:30, 10 o'clock by the time you had your meal and get some rest and ready to go. It's nearly 10 p.m. and it depends where you are. If you live in London, it's different to if you're in the northeast side, wherever. Sometimes it could even be later than that. And you know, it's fine if you have nothing to do, if you don't have work, you don't have big responsibilities, but I assume everybody got things to do, right? Some people have to wake up at 5 a.m. like myself, and you know, so on. So that's why I believe it's most convenient, and I believe doing it is better. So doing it anyway is better than doing it perfectly but only for very little times. So that's why I choose the one before workout, before breaking the fast. Now the second question I usually get is the macros and the calories intake and how to fit all of that in that time window. So my question, really, if you want to do it, you will do it. If you know me personally, you know that I prepared for a competition before during Ramadan. I mean, it wasn't the whole competition prep, but there was a whole month of the prep in Ramadan, and it was actually the last month, so it's the closest to the competition. So it was hard as hell, but I did it. You can do it too if you want to. Now I'd really recommend, if you can avoid doing competition prep in Ramadan, but if you're just someone who's not a competitive athlete and just want to keep your gains, the muscles, stay in shape, you can clearly do that. So the strategy in Ramadan, I usually change solid food for a shake, which is not usually my recommendation in the normal days, but I would make a shake that have 1,000 calories, if I can, which is usually not my same macros during the normal times, but I must get some calories in. So I have a meal first when you break your fast, which is usually about 500-600 calories, and then an hour and a half later, whenever I can get it in, I get a shake which is 1,000 calories, and with that I use protein shake, I use oats, I use full cream milk, I use peanut butter, I use honey, and I use frozen fruits. Yeah, so that's again really heavy, nutrition focused, protein and carbs focused shake that will get 1,000 calories in. Again, the macros, I don't calculate it accurately in Ramadan because the priority is to get calories in. That's for me, for my current situation, for being not in a competition season and all that. Obviously it's different for you if you're competing, I don't know, but these are general guidelines. And feel free to drop in the comments, ask about your specific situations. I'll be very happy to help. So that is about the food. The last thing I will have is another meal which is about 500 to 700 calories before I close, the closing time, which is then getting ready for the next fasting day. I'd really focus very much on staying hydrated, so having a large water bottle, carry it always with me anywhere, because really that's what you need to do because of the short hours that you can get everything in. So yeah, it's your only priority to stay hydrated. I believe major reason of my injury is, of course, that the high intensity training before on a fasted, body fasting, no nutrients, no energy, but the hydration was very big reason, because I could feel the tiredness and exhaustion of being hydrated. I wasn't feeling hungry as much, just need some water. And before that last left, before I injured my spine, that's when it happened. So staying hydrated is very, very important. Also, your spine, your muscles are dehydrated during the fast. It is what it is. I just, as you know, when you feel the pump, when you're in the workout, during the middle of the workout, you just want to carry on and you just want to get this one extra rep in, get this PR in. I was going for PR fasting. So obviously I don't recommend that for anybody. But yeah, so that's about the nutrition and training. Now I want you guys to let me know what's your routine in Ramadan, and if you're doing something different this year, please write in the comments. Let me know what you do. Let me know what worked for you, what didn't work for you. Maybe it's helpful for everybody, for myself and for others who can see it. And yeah, let me know if you need any help. If you have any questions, just write in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. If you find this helpful, please share with anybody who practice Ramadan, practice fasting. It may help anybody. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Thanks, guys.